Me and 3 of my friends decided to check out this old place called Central State Hospital in Georgia. We thought it'd be cool to go ghost hunting and make a video for a YouTube channel we just started. We were going to go to different places and basically do ghost hunting. We scooped the place out during the daytime. You can actually walk around the campus during the day with no issues. We even got to do a trolley tour. It was fun. I got to shoot a bunch of B-rolls while we were on the trolley. There are 200 different buildings on the campus, so we just decided to bust into a random building at night. So we headed up to the hospital around 2 a.m. in the morning. When we got there, I pulled out my phone and started recording. We ended up breaking into this building that had these white pillars in the front. We thought it looked the most creepy. When we got in and looked around, it looked like something out of a horror movie. Crumbling walls, busted windows, the whole deal. We were all acting tough, cracking jokes and stuff, but I kind of started getting nervous. It was like stepping into a seriously creepy maze. The halls were all dark, and our footsteps echoed like crazy. We were trying to play it cool, but this place had some weird vibes. So we went through these old padded rooms, and in one of them, we found this rusty old bed thing with straps on it. My buddy Jenny pointed her flashlight at it, and for a moment I thought I saw this shadowy figure on it. But the lighting was super bad, so I didn't think anything about it at the time. We kept going, deeper into the hospital, and it felt like the temperature dropped 1,000,000 degrees. We could see our breath, and the whole place smelled like death. We found this room that looked like some old surgery spot, and there were these dusty papers with names and stuff. One had a picture of this sad-looking girl named Meredith attached to it. I read on the paper that they had lobotomized her because she had behavioral issues. As I was reading this for the camera, this icy wind blew through, and we heard this whisper that gave us all the chills. Then my camera app stopped responding. Everyone then tried to record from their phones, but they all kept glitching out like mine did. At this point in time, we were all scared as hell, but things just got even worse after that moment. Doors started slamming shut on their own, and we could hear these eerie cries that made my skin crawl. Then, out of nowhere, our flashlights just died, leaving us in total darkness. Then our phones died and wouldn't turn back on. My friend Caleb yelled out, "Fuck this, we need to get the hell out of here now." I took off without a second thought. As I was running in that pitch-black darkness, I felt something, a really bad presence. It was beyond terrifying, and it seemed like whatever it was feeding off my fear. I started to hear this humming in my head. It began to get louder. I couldn't hear my own thoughts. I felt this humming spread through my entire body. It enveloped me. I lost my vision, my taste, my smell. I could just feel myself running and hear the echoes of my footsteps. I finally got outside, only to have Caleb and Marlon follow behind me. We all breathed a huge sigh of relief, but Jenny didn't come out with us. We all started screaming out her name, hoping she would come out. Marlon and Caleb ran back in to find her, but I sat outside. There was no way I was going back in there. It seemed like forever. But Marlon and Caleb came out, and Caleb had Jenny on his back. When I saw her was Jenny, she was off. She didn't talk, she didn't walk. It was like her body was alive, but there was nothing behind her eyes. We got in Marlon's car and drove to the nearest hospital. We were freaking out, but were more concerned for Jenny as she was not getting any better. We got her to the hospital and went to the ER and explained the situation. The receptionist looked at us like we were crazy, but we got Jenny checked in. Eventually, they came out and wheeled her to the back to examine her. The doctor came out a while later and asked me what happened to her. We all tried to explain the situation to the doctor. He seemed skeptical of our story, but I don't blame him. He later informed us that she fell into a coma and was totally brain dead. All 3 of us started freaking out and crying like madmen. Marlon called Jenny's sister and explained the situation. She thought we were joking until she noticed the seriousness of everyone's tone. Long story short, the things we experienced at Central State Hospital, they're still with us all today. Our plan for a YouTube channel? Yeah, that didn't happen. All of the footage that I shot inside the building was corrupted on my phone. Jenny is in a vegetative state to this day. Her family doesn't talk to us anymore. Actually, we all do not talk to one another anymore. We all blame ourselves for what happened to her.